Okay, 1804, good luck. Not played before, no head-to-head score there. Wow, 9,000 games nearly. And I've got about 150. How do we want to do this? Let's go pawn up. Let's just play knight up. Just going to develop and get castled here. Okay, plays knight forward, so let's castle. Up, up, and develop. The pawn up, knight up, queen up, knight back. All fairly standard. I don't want to allow the Greek gift idea at some point, but let's play queen up first, maybe knight back, but I might have to play h6 before knight back. Otherwise we might walk into some nasty. I don't think it works right now, but the idea is knight back and then f6 at the right moment, but yeah, the Greek gift is always something to consider. I might even go knight forward and just try and give up a knight and pawn to get rid of the bishop, but probably not that good. Or maybe I can go this way and try and get rid of the bishop this way. Just go steady. Yeah, maybe a5 and b6. Just see what my opponent does. I expect they'll castle, but they might not. Have they seen something? Are they actually thinking about doing this? Bishop takes, knight takes. I don't think there's an immediate attack. Knight back to deflect the knight, I don't think works. He's obviously saying something because he's taken a while now. It is taking a while now, so... what's he saying? Oh, it does actually trade off. Okay, so I could take the bishop here. I'll take, take. I'm going to actually take the bishop and then maybe the knight next move. Probably with a pawn. I could go with a queen, but I'm targeting this pawn. So I'm going to go here. If takes, I'll take back this way. Knight comes in. So now I'm going to take here and try and give him an isolated pawn. But do I target that pawn immediately? I've got bishop up, takes and check. So bishop up is a move, I think. I could just check straight away, but I don't really want to trade the queen. I could push the pawn, rook across, but I think bishop up, takes, check. Blocks our king moves, take. I've just got to be careful about not getting a backward pawn. I think I'm going to play bishop up. I think bishop up's a move with a check. Again, I was still watching out for the Greek gift idea, but I don't think it works right now. So he just castles, so we'll take the bishop and we'll try and push up, I think. If I push, the rook will come across, but then I can push with tempo on the queen. And if he takes, then I'm very happy to take, even though he's... Oh, I nearly blundered this. I'm actually alright. My knight covers. Wasn't paying attention there. I could have tried to work on the pawn, but he's got a pawn to work on as well. Okay, so we can actually take or push. That's interesting. I could push my pawn and try and disturb these. Challenge the centre, challenge the pawn. I'm going to do that. It's probably best to take. Instinctively, I'd probably take that. But I'm going to try and just work on the pawn. Now, do I go knight forward? I'm going to play rook across first with a view to the other rook coming over. I'm still looking at a move like knight up or knight back to challenge this, but a pawn across would be good for my opponent, I think. So across, up I can't take. So I think I'm going to play queen across just to pressure the pawn. Now I don't have knight down. So queen up, but now I think I can play across. Can I? Maybe not. Let's push a pawn. He can push up now and I can't take back. So maybe this rook across and break the pin. No, it's a bit dicey, isn't it? It's a bit dicey. I'm actually going to go here. So if he pushes, I've got the option to take. Now, does it matter which pawn I push? He's got this move. It might be better with the G pawn. But it feels like it's weakening my position. My king's defense is more than the H pawn. What about this rook across now? But even if we trade, there's always a potential for knight down at the end. I'm looking at G6 because of the potential for F5. But it might let his queen in easier. So, hold on, what about knight across? I guess he just pushes down, but I think I can take that. I don't know here. There's always a triangulation possibility coming. Let's just chuck the pawn forward and try and plant it another square. But rook here, there's always this possibility if we end up going forward. Pawn down now, I'm okay to take, I think. I want one of these pawns up to give my king a bailout square just in case. And obviously G6 to reinforce this, but then the queen might get in around the back at some point and then could be awkward. H6 feels more instinctive, but then you still got a pawn push to blow the defense open at any point, potentially. Yeah, I'm leaning towards G6 just to try and reinforce this. Let's just see what my opponent does. Oh, he's launching one, okay. Probably a good job I didn't push a pawn then, so I'm leaning towards just simply dropping the knight back now and getting this off the board. So I'm just going to do that and not burn the clock. We're about level on time. If I take, he'll have to go with this pawn, but then he's going to march down the board, but it feels like I'm reasonably solid. I don't know I am, but it feels like I am. I could push up to kick the knight, but then I think he just takes and I've got a weak pawn. Let's just pre-move in case takes. Okay, so he's letting me actually take back there, but I do have the option to do this now. I'm going to take and maybe go here. Then the pawn can't easily run through, but he's got no easy one move anywhere. So let's play across and target the pawn. But it's not easy for me to break through here at all now. I might have to look at really opening this side up. Okay, what about queen down? Let's just push the pawn for now. Ooh, now I can try and put a rook there instead of the queen. Okay. I want to drop back with a view to rook coming in. Looks very strong if I can get the rook there and then triple stack. Takes pressure off the defense. F4, maybe G6. Maybe queen across the board at some point, but rook up is a very natural move here. Where does his queen go? He's got to still guard his pawn. So now I can just come here and collect, I think. I think we're breaking through. I hope we're breaking through. The queen should be able to crash the party now. Then if one pawn falls, another one might. There's a check threat as well. So I think we take with the queen, not the rook. We threaten a check. Maybe we can jump across. The rook's guarded. The rook can come here. But I've got to give my king some sort of bailout square so I don't blunder that back rank mate. Very easy just to do it and forget one simple, obvious move and the game is gone. Yeah, he has indeed pushed forward. Now I can just grab another pawn, I think. And then maybe rook here. So take if you come down. Maybe just rook back to attack the queen. That feels good to me. Okay, he's come forward. I like the look of this. And what if he comes forward? Is it a threat? I don't think so. So I'm going to go here with a view to a check maybe. If down, I can get a tempo attacking the queen, but he might get a queen and a rook on the file, on the H file, so it's not without risk. So I'm going to check, maybe start working the pawns, maybe try and get the queen off the board. So he's gone across, no obvious break yet. Oh, rook up actually threatens checkmate though. Rook up threatens checkmate. How does he actually defend that? I'm threatening, not quite checkmating one, but it's near enough. It might as well be, I would hope. Check, up, check, block. He's come forward, so I can go back here. I can check there. The rook will have to block. Let's throw the check in. I can check here as well. Let's check. Is he surviving this? I'm up 2 pawns, aren't I? Okay, so if I take, he has to go with a king. I can check here. What about rook across now, hitting the pawn? He can take my rook and I just take back with a check. So I'm going to try and activate the rook as a check threat as well as taking the pawn. Check, he goes back. That's just checkmate. Excellent, that's a really good win.